All right, everyone. Welcome to our first session of the Zoom recording. So the first session, I'm going to teach you how to use Figma. So the reason that I use Figma because we want to make some kind of like cool stuff. For example, like this border right here, we want to make this little thing. And when we just want to make nice, and then Figma has an ability to do so. And the end product is going to be like this when I do a little bit here, you can see there is the end product of this dashboard. And then let's get started. All right. First of all, if you haven't already, you need to create an account in Figma, and that's pretty easy. I already have an account, so I already logging in. But basically, the thing that you have to do is just to go to little menu here and then click create account or sign in with Google. It took me like 2 minutes to finish everything, and other than that, you guys should be fine. When you log in Figma, you're gonna get this little, the layout is kind of like this, right? The first thing they want to do is click new design file right here. Okay. And then once you're done, it's going to it's going to give a blank screen right here, which is that's fine. And in the demonstration purpose, I'm going to use my old thing so I can refer back. But basically, you guys get this one, but we can follow along for sure. The first thing that we need to do is to create a border. Sorry, the frame. So basically, the frame is kind of like the picture frame where you can put your picture in the middle. So the same concept applies to Figma. So basically just drag. I don't care like how big is it. Just drag any size of the frame to the Figma. And then I'm going to tell you the width and the height. So this is the two things that we need to focus on. For the width for the frame, make sure to click the frame. For the width is 1,300. And for the height is 800. There you go. So this is already done. Step one, congratulations, you make one frame in Figma. And the next thing that we want to do, we want to make this kind of like a line here to make it a little bit pretty. And the thing, the way to accomplish that, click the little carrot right here and then click rectangle. Let me just move. Okay. And just do the how big is it? It's up to you guys. And then I'm going to tell you to adjust that later on. So don't worry about this getting very small. Like you try to do like this, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you what is the height for that so you can adjust. But for sure, the width is 1,300. The height for that one is 25. Okay, 25. And then how come this one is gray, has a gray color, and this one has like kind of like blue color, turquoise color? How to do that? How to change the color here? It's pretty simple. Go to the fill and then click this one right here. And then I'm going to provide you the hex code. So don't worry about this. For the hex code, it's going to be 3C6A78. There you go. Also, you can customize with the color that which you like, right? But in this demonstration purpose, it's totally up to you guys. If you want, if you like probably like yellow more, and maybe you like red, you can change that around. But I'm going to tell you that I'm going to use this color just for the training purpose. And the next step that we want to do, we want to create this kind of like rectangle here. Oh, feel free to pause the video if you feel that's too fast. So that's why I have recording here. Just feel free to pause that. And also I would recommend to have a dual monitor while we are doing the demo and then doing doing the training. For the first frame that we want to make, just drag whatever the size and then we're gonna adjust that later. All right, for the width, it's going to be 1,300. For the height, it's 204. There you go, easy peasy. So again, we want to make this gray color to this turquoise color. So the hex code for that, again, you can do it here, you can do it here, it's up to you. And I'm going to tell you the hex code for that is A6DBE2. There you go, already changed that. And the next step that we want to do, we want to make this kind of like ellipse shape. The ellipse shape, click this one and then make the ellipse shape. And again, don't worry about the size. We're gonna adjust that later. And let's see, for the width, for the ellipse shape, it's gonna be 165. And then for the height, it's the same, 165. And make sure it's kind of like in the middle. If you see the red right there, it means that it's right in the middle. All right, so what is the purpose of the ellipse shape? This is the place that where you can place your profile picture here. I would recommend to have that ready. And then if you don't have it, that's totally fine. You can edit that later on, but I would probably recommend to have a professional profile picture for this one, for example, like this. And how to add the picture right here is very easy. Just click, again, click this color right here and then change solid here to image. And then click choose image and then just direct it just directly Figma to the file that located in your desktop or maybe something like that. In my case, is in the documents, rep. All right. Also, before I forgot, I want to make sure that if you notice this picture color has kind of like gray background, and how do I get the gray background here? So that's pretty easy. So just go to new tab and then change picture color background. And then click remove .bg. This is safe, by the way, so don't worry. Just wait a little bit. And then let's see, you have this kind of background and then just upload it and then click background color. You can change to red, but in this case, please click this button here. And then for the hex code is EA B EAB, sorry, EA. All right, just copy paste this hex code and then they're gonna do the work for you. And after that, just download like usual and just do the previous step. You can also go back to the previous step if you forgot already. All right, once you're done, we want to make sure that we have this kind of like color like this. And then the way that we do that is to create stroke, kind of like border, I would say. So for the stroke, it's going to be the hex color 3C6A78. And then to make it this border a little bit fat, you want to make this to 5. There you go. All right, so basically we got the picture, we got the frame, to get this little thing here, and then we want to make the last, this, we need to do two more things. We need to make this little thing here and then this line here. To make the first line, I would to, let's do this one first because this one is easy. So we're gonna make a line. Let me just check really quick. What's the line for this? All right. Okay, so the way that I do that is to click this one, this button right here, and then click line. And then again, don't worry about that. This is going to be a little bit, looks a bit ugly, but I'm going to tell you there's a trick to do that, to fix that, I mean. And then want to make sure that the Y is 614. Yep, 614. And then this one looks a little bit ugly, right? Looks a bit like this. If you want to make straight, how to do that? So if you see this one, it has like degree. You want to change the degree to 0. There you go, fix it. So you don't have to adjust that manually. You can adjust that right here. So it's going to automatically do the work for you. Just want to make sure. 514. 0. All right, sounds good. And then we want to make the color looks like this, the turquoise color. So let's go here. We already have color earlier, so we're just gonna use that one again. So we don't have to type the hex code many times. You can, because it's going to generate it right here. And then we want to make this one to 2. Okay, this is done. We have one last, it's not last step actually. There is 2 more. We want to make this small little liner here. This is we're going to use because we have kind of like this to make it a little bit pretty. So we're gonna use that. So the first thing that you want to do is to create the same thing, create the line. And probably it's right here. Again, don't worry about the width and height. I'm going to tell you. For the width, it's going to be 170. All right, 170. And then again, for the degree, it's going to be 0. And for the stroke, it's going to be this color. And we want to make it fat because right now it looks very thin. It's going to be 10. All right, perfect. We already have that one. And then we want to make it similar like this. How to do that? That's very easy. So the way that you want to do, go to your keyboard and then click Ctrl LC and then Ctrl V. And then it's going make it like this. There you go. So the thing that I like about Figma is they have like kind of like lure. So you can see how straight it is. You want to make sure that this one is straight to each other. And the next thing that you want to do, the same thing, Ctrl L, C, Ctrl V, make it right here. Okay. And make sure you guys have space here because we're gonna put text right here. And then again, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. That's for the bottom one. There you go. Perfect. That's have enough space so they can breathe a little bit. All right, perfect. And the same thing we want to make in the middle. Put this one a little bit farther because this one we're gonna have a lollipop chart right here. And then we're gonna have another one, looks like this. Right. And once you're done with that, there is one more step that we want to do in Figma. We want to create the hobby or AKA interest in Figma. So I think it would be easier to make it in Figma instead of Tableau, in my opinion. So we can try both, honestly. Or actually, let's do that in Tableau then. Yeah, let's do that in Tableau for that one. And I think that's pretty much it. I cover everything here. And then we want to export this one to the dashboard, right? And the thing, the way that to export the frame to the dashboard, just click frame 3 right here and click export, and then export frame 3. Okay, this one I have to concern you guys that make sure copy and paste to the Tableau rep or maybe the folder that you cannot delete later on. So I'm going to copy here, copy, and then if you are using Windows, you can go to the documents and then go to the My Tableau rep, and then click shapes, and then you can create a new folder called resume or something. Yeah, resume. Because I already have that, I'm not going to do that anymore. Just delete this. Yeah, I already have that. Just copy and paste right here. There you go. It's done. All right. So I'm going to demonstrate about Tableau part later on. All right. Thank you for your attention.